Hello darlings, I wanted to welcome you to part one of the training with the intuitive deck that I've created. Just a reminder that this deck is to allow you to tap into the intuition that's already there. Your higher being and your subconscious knows exactly what you need or what your clients or family or loved ones need. So you can just go ahead and use this deck by trusting what comes up for you, but that can be hard. Especially with those that we know, because they're thinking, well, you just know that about me. So what other tools can we play with? Or what other tools can we use to activate this deck? So one of the handiest ones is a pendulum. Now, I have pendulums for sale, but you don't have to buy one. You could take a necklace and use the weighted end of it. And the first thing I want you to do is to find your wavelength. Your wavelength is a point on the pendulum that will give you the most accurate answers. So when you take your pendulum, settle yourself, ground yourself, take a deep breath in. I like to have one hand available and I hold the pendulum over it and I ask the pendulum to show me yes. So I'm seeing, in this case, my pendulum is going clockwise. I ask the pendulum to show me no. And the pendulum is going anti-clockwise. I ask the pendulum to show me maybe, and the pendulum moves up and down. Now, there's no spirit or ghost moving that pendulum. That is my subconscious mind creating micro movements within my body. The nerve endings and the synapses are firing off because my subconscious knows how to trigger that movement. So consciously, I'm not circling it, but subconsciously I am, because I know the answers. So what is the wavelength? The wavelength is going to be the point on the pendulum to give you the most accurate answers. So let me ask my pendulum. We'll start quite low down actually. Is this my wavelength? That's a no. Is this my wavelength? That's a no. Is this my wavelength? That's a yes. So I will get the most accurate answers holding the pendulum at this point. So you could tie a knot in it if it's your necklace, or you could just remember roughly where it is. This isn't my actual pendulum, so I won't tie a knot in it. But now it means I can access the intuitive deck with this pendulum and get accurate answers. You may not feel aligned or drawn to use a pendulum. Perhaps you want to use something called muscle testing. Muscle testing we use in kinesiology, where we may take a client's arm and we ask them to hold and to resist. So I'm pushing down and I'm asking the client to push up. Hold or push up. That's what we often say. Sorry, I think that paused. Hold or push up is what we often say. Okay, so you're having like this meeting of pressures. And that is amazing to use if you are a kinesiologist where you work with muscle testing. But let's break it down even more simple. I love and I'm passionate about using the finger loop method. So you take two fingers and you interloop them. And what you're going to do is, when you're saying something that is correct, it stays locked. And when you're saying something that is false, it breaks. Now it's really important that you practice this initially without big questions like, will I get the job? Or will he propose? Or am I pregnant? Things that you have a lot of weighted hope within. Just do simple things like, my name is Elaine. My name is Sean. I'm living in Ireland. I'm living in Spain. So Ireland holds, Elaine holds, Sean breaks, Spain breaks. It's also important that you don't do it with intense strength. Like I can say, I live in Spain, and it will hold. My name is Sean, and it will hold. Let your hands just work. Don't let your head get involved with the actual movement. You're just up here asking the questions, that your hands work away. So it would look like something like, let me check myself. Do I have a chakra that needs attention today? Yes. Is it my crown, my third eye, my throat, my heart chakra? Is this my priority chakra today? It is. Okay, so now I know it's my heart chakra. I could go back in and make that incorrect. Is my heart chakra strong? Yes. I can purposely hold that. My conscious mind can take over. That's why it's nice to move fast and lightly rather than firmly. Another option that I enjoy using is you take your index finger and you place the middle finger on top. The index finger's action will be to push up, the middle finger's action will be to push down. So when it's holding strong, when there is no real movement, they can meet each other's pressure, it's a yes. Is my name Elaine? Yes. Is my name Paul? This finger can't hold the pressure. Am I in my salon room? Am I on an airplane? Okay, so again, this or this will only work if you get out of your head, ground yourself down, and allow your hands to do the work. You're asking the questions and the body is answering. Don't you try and answer, let the body answer. The same with the pendulum. Don't be fretting, oh, I think I moved my arm or whatever. Your subconscious will allow that pendulum to move in its own time. You may have also heard of something, sorry, I just need to touch this. You may have heard of something called the sway test. The sway test is where we again take a deep breath, ground ourselves down. With all of these tools, we must be grounded, we must be calm. We can't, be running in the door after a hectic day and go straight into, should I have chicken for dinner? Okay, you need to be grounded. So the sway test is the body's way of also answering you. So if I was to say, my name is Elaine Shanahan, my body is already leaning forward as I was saying it because the subconscious knows what I'm going to ask. Is my name Sarah O'Toole? And my body begins to move backwards. Am I wearing a pink baseball cap? That took a second, but I moved forward. Am I wearing black eyeshadow? And that's a no, okay? So these are tools that you can use. If you're doubting your intuition, you're like, I just want to be more precise. Play with a pendulum or a necklace or a weighted chain. Play with the interlinking fingers. Play with these fingers or play with the sway test. I love them all. I don't love the sway test in terms of that it just takes a little bit longer and I like to work fast. But these are the first set of tools that you're going to play with to activate the intuitive deck. Thank you.